What's up, YouTube? Graylan Stewart here with another video. It is a beautiful day here in Oklahoma City. I'm in town for a couple of days, but I just wanted to shoot this quick video. I'm out here by Lake Hefner, if you're familiar with the area. It's a beautiful lake here. But yeah, it's a really nice day. But today I'm going to share with you how I became a millionaire in less than 2 years, pretty much by wholesaling real estate. All right, so let's get in it. So I'm not telling you this to brag or anything like that. I'm just telling you this because hopefully it'll inspire you and just let you know that it's definitely possible. Wholesaling real estate, is really just a means to an end, in my opinion. When I found out about it, obviously, I was super excited, just to have the knowledge and the wherewithal that it's even possible to buy and sell a house without even owning it, right? So, but what it is basically, doing wholesaling is really just, I've said it before, it's like an ATM. And really what that provides for you is active income, which is awesome because that active income can help fund deals that you can close on to either flip or to keep as rentals. And the rentals especially is key because that could make it passive income. So if you have a high active income, you have the money to put down on these houses to make them passive income. But not only will you get paid forever when you actually keep rentals, so not only will you have those forever, but you also increase your net worth on every property that you close on. Because keep in mind, as a wholesaler, obviously we're buying these deals, for way less than market value in most cases, right? And excuse me, I'm walking around, so if I'm looking down, try not to fall. But anyway, so if we're getting these properties for 50 cents on the dollar, and we close on it, fix it up to where, it's a nice property where we can get a tenant in there and not have to worry about repairs. I mean, basically the BRRRR strategy, if you've heard of that, or if you haven't, it's a B with 4 R's. That stands, that's an acronym for buy, remodel it, rent it out. BRRRR, B-R-R-R, buy, remodel, rent, refinance, and then repeat. Sorry, I had to think while I'm walking and doing it at the same time. So anyways, when you BRRRR a property, as they call it, I think Bigger Pockets actually coined that phrase. But when you BRRRR a property, you're basically fixing it up so you don't have future repairs. You don't have to worry about that later on. But really, so if you buy a house for 50 cents on the dollar, for example, let's just say for easy numbers, it's a $100,000 house. You buy it for $50,000. Maybe you put $15,000 into the remodel, so you're all in for $65,000. So you can refinance that house. Most banks want you to actually own it for a period of time, but some of them don't care. But there's some that want you to own it for a year or 6 months or 3 months. But I have a bank that'll do it for, the next day if you wanted to, even before you have a renter. But the idea is refinancing the property, right, allows you to not only get your money back that you put into it, but also get some tax-free money. So some more active income money. So for in that same example, $100,000, bought it for 50, put 15 in it, so I'm in it for 65. Most banks will give you 75% of value. So I'm able to get the 15,000 I put into it back, plus an additional $10,000 because they're going to give me 75. So that other $10,000, goes in my pocket, and that's completely tax-free because it's part of the loan. So in doing that, I gained another 10 grand in active income. I also got the 15,000 in active income back. So now I've got 25,000 to do another deal with, or another 2 deals maybe. at least on the purchase part. But nevertheless, so I actually gained $25,000 net worth on that particular deal because, you know, it's worth $100,000 and I'm all in after refinancing everything for $75,000. Okay, so I've got passive income now on the rental, you know, and I like to do deals where I can make, you know, $400 to $500 a month on the rent side, and that's after all expenses and anything, vacancies and potential repairs. Of course, I count a very small percentage for repairs because I do that up front, right? That's part of the whole BRRRR strategy. You know, you remodel it up front so you don't have those issues later. So anyways, so I've got that active income paying for my passive income, which becomes, you know, $400 to $500 per month on active. But my net worth, you know, on that particular deal is $25,000. Now I've done deals to where I have an extra $90,000 in net worth on particular deals. So what I'm saying is, it's pretty easy, you know, and again, not to brag, just to show you how possible it is. You know, I've been doing this for 2.5 years now, and I was a millionaire probably in less than 2 years. And I didn't even know this until my tax accountant told me, like, did you realize with your net worth, you're well over a millionaire? I mean, it actually started with a 2, not just a 1, which was kind of cool. But yeah, I really never thought about it just because of all the equity that I have in houses now. And then not only that is, you know, just wholesaling alone, you know, we probably do about $1 million a year just in the active income. But then just passive wise, it's kind of cool to not even have to actually wholesale deals and still kind of have that $1 million net worth at least, which is cool because that'll never go away. Sorry about that, I hit the wrong button. So anyways, that's kind of how that is. You know, it wasn't simple, you know, because it did take a lot of hustle and grind and late nights, you know, and all those things, but it was definitely worth it. You know, not only did I go from just wholesaling houses, but I also ended up, you know, doing some flips, doing a lot of buy and holds, not a lot, but you know, I have some buy and holds, and you know, just keep on doing that. But I ended up building a wholesaling company, you know, because initially I was just a wholesaler doing wholesale deals, you know, several a month. But then I quickly made that into a company to where I've got people helping me do that. So then I get to cherry pick my own deals, which is awesome. You know, that's part of the best parts of being a wholesaler, you know. You get to cherry pick your own deals to where, you know, if it's really good, it's very tempting to sell that, you know, to wholesale that because you get a big fee out of it. But it's also way smarter to keep those deals, you know, because most people will tell you that started in wholesaling and went into rentals. Most people will tell you that their only regret is not keeping more, you know, not keeping the best deals. So that's what I started doing right off, you know, because all along, you know, I looked at wholesaling like an ATM, but also I always knew from the get-go that the real wealth will come from holding rentals. Not only will I have passive income forever, but I also have that net worth that will continue building over time, because as that property gets paid off from the tenants, you know, my net worth increases. Therefore, it's easier to get more and more lines of credit from banks, or you know, you can just leverage that money even more because your net worth increases and you just have more money available to you. So anyways, hopefully all that makes sense, and I hope you can even hear this video because it's kind of windy here, so I'm hoping it doesn't sound crazy and I'm probably all over the place. But it's just a beautiful day out here, so I thought I would shoot this out here today, and that's really it. So wholesaling to me is just a means to an end. You know, it's a way to make a giant active income, because that active income can easily be used for whatever you want. You know, if you're into stocks or whatever else. Obviously my channel is about wholesaling real estate and real estate in general. So yeah, obviously I want to buy as many rentals as possible, and that's kind of more my goal this year, at least, is to keep more properties. You know, I want to keep at least 20 this year. I've kept a few already, and we're in March right now, but I definitely want to keep at least 20, you know, and I don't want to ever stop that, because ultimately, if you've got the financing in place as far as lines of credit and you've got active income to pay for deals, it's actually smarter to keep a property, and you actually can make the same amount of money, if not more, by holding a property as opposed to wholesaling it. For example, I'm going to sit down, sorry. If I wholesale a deal, let's just use that same example, that $100,000 example. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera back right. So if I use that same $100,000 example that we talked about, and I buy it for $50,000, and I'm all in for $65,000, I refinance it for $75,000. So let's just say that I wholesaled that deal, okay? Let's say I bought it for $50,000 and I wholesaled it for $60,000, right? I would have made $10,000, which is active income, which is taxed, right? You know, it's at the highest tax rate when you have active income. So let's just say I did that, okay? I made 10 grand, it's in the bank, I go on to the next deal, I pay taxes on that deal, and it's done, right? We move on to the next one. But let's say I hold that property, so I buy it for $50,000, put the 15 in it. Obviously you have to have some kind of capital to do that, and then refi out of it for 75. So I got my 15 back, so we're even on that. But then I got that $10,000, that same $10,000 that I would have made wholesaling, I get back tax free. So I made $10,000 still, but it's tax free this time, so it's not taxed at all. And the reason that is because it's part of the loan, you know. So I made the 10 grand part of the loan, so it's not taxed, and I got all my money back. So I'm in the deal for $0, right? Which is amazing. You can own a house for $0. So now I've got a $100,000 house that I virtually paid nothing for, and I got $10,000 in my pocket tax free, plus I'm getting $500 a month of passive income, plus my net worth is 25 grand for now on that one house. But over time, that's going to increase because your renters will end up paying it off, right, eventually, and your house appreciates over time as well. So not only will your net worth increase by paying the rent down, but it'll increase by the appreciation of the property. Plus, you get to depreciate that house, you know, for the next 27 and a half years. Therefore, it's smarter to keep a house than to wholesale it, to be honest. But we still, wholesaling is still our main thing, and it probably always will be, because I want that big active income coming in. So that's always important to me. But if you do enough deals, you can still always keep, you know, 3 or 4 of those, or however many you want per month. That way you still have that passive income and your net worth building. So anyway, hopefully all that makes sense to you. You can definitely make more money by keeping the property, but it's still important to wholesale, in my opinion, just so you have that big income coming in to be able to pay for these deals. So hopefully all that made sense. I'm hoping you found value in that. If you stuck around this long through my shaky video and through stumbling over some of these rocks that I'm on, please definitely like it, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. I'm definitely uploading a couple times a week, so please tune in for more, and give me some comments if there's certain videos that you want to see, that you want me to make. I'm glad to do it. I love helping out. You know, I believe in an abundance mindset. You know, a lot of people out there, especially when I started, you know, all the local people back then, it was more of a scarcity mindset. Nobody wanted to give up any information. But now, in a lot of the markets I'm in, it's just becoming more and more prevalent that people are sharing more information. So, you know, pretty much everything I do, I didn't learn on my own. I learned through trial and error, or learning from other people. Took a lot of the bits and pieces and pieced them all together to make my own business out of it. But so I say all that to say this: if there's videos that you want me to do, I'll be glad to do them because I'm an open book. I'll share with you anything you want, but it is possible to become a millionaire quickly in this business. All you have to do is believe and just be willing to take the action, consistent action every single day, and you can do it too. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.